Four-wheel drive tyres, one of the most talked about topics in four-wheel drivers and four-wheel driving. What tyre to buy, an all-terrain, a mud terrain. So for me, I've always been a BF Goodrich person up until probably 2 or 3 years ago. I always had the BFG mud terrains, KM2s, had the KM3s. Been running the Maxxis Trepidors for many years now, and a little bit of a sponsorship thing happening with Bullet Truck. They helped me out with some razors. So I've been running the razors now, well, these ones for 27,000 kilometers. I've got them on Rochelle's Fortuna, I've got them on the Forerunner, I've got them on the Caravan. They've basically set me up. I've got them on every vehicle. But on the 79, we've put on the most Ks. Like I said, 27,000 Ks, and all different kinds of terrain. Towing, sand driving, on 18 PSI, on 40 PSI, towing the comp truck, which puts a lot of pressure on the back two tyres. Now, the unique thing with me is that I'm running a Neg 50 rear rim, so I can't do your conventional, tyre swapping, your rotation. So all I can do is left to right, same on the front and the rears, unless I, go to Nick at CarTech and get him to physically take the tyre off the rim. But I'm not so pedantic when it comes to that. I'm happy to just rotate left to right. I know it's not the correct rotation, so to speak, but if we look at these ones here, they're wearing evenly in any case, compared to say what we've got on the Caravan, where you've got that second sort of section of rubber off the tread. On the 79, we're slowly coming up to the first block. Now, these tyres, obviously they're not a comp spec mud tyre, so you can't expect them to be self-cleaning like, say, a directional mud tyre. They do their job. So you see here that they're clogged up. This was a really muddy, sticky, horrible valley that we had to winch through. No car would have got through this. I mean, the Trepidors might have stood a chance, being a bigger tyre. But the V8 pushing these through this mud still was no chance of getting through. On the rocks, I find that they do bag well. They do grip on the rocks. They curve to the shape of the rocks, so I'm very happy with them for my general four-wheel driving. On the road, they're very quiet still. At 27,000 Ks, I'm probably, a third way through. But once I hit that next section of block, they probably will wear out a little bit quicker. They have rounded off. The edges aren't as square on the sidewall section. But all in all, I'm really happy with them. I would have them again, even if Maxxis wasn't a sponsor of Bullet Truck. I probably would go them again, because I remember the KM3s in the last on the last set. They got to this point and they were considerably noisier. So as far as noise goes, these ones are still quiet. When I rotate them left to right for 4,000 or 5,000 kilometers, they are noisy. They do hum. But all in all, I'm really happy with them. On the sand, they've been awesome. I mean, you got to remember that there's a V8 pushing these things through too, so it helps when you've got the power to turn these, being a 35-inch tyre as well. So Maxxis now have an all-terrain version of the Razr, so interesting to see how that plays out in the market. I know a couple of the boys are talking about getting them, switching from the KO3 now, the BF Goodrich all-terrain, over to the Maxxis. So we've been pretty hard on these tyres. They've not let us down. I run them on the Forerunner. It does quite a bit of rock crawling. They're a narrower tyre. They're wearing good. I've only done, probably a couple of thousand Ks on them, but most of them would have been on the dirt, not much on the tar. So as a tyre and having them on, a few different cars, I'm very happy with them, and I would highly recommend them. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it may have swayed you to get them or not get them if you were thinking about them. And once again, thanks for watching.